Today, we are making cookies, and not just any cookies. These cookies only have 5 simple ingredients. Today, I'm going to be adding 2 more ingredients to it, but the base of these cookies are 5 ingredients. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, there's no added sugar, and they're flourless. And before you start thinking, oh, they're banana cookies, there's no banana. It's actually made from cashews. I'm Falon, if you're new around here. I'm 39 years old. I'm a wife and a mom. I'm a stepmom. I have a blended family. And I created this channel to build a community with other like-minded women. And I post a lot of stuff about fashion and beauty. But today we're gonna have a little fun with cookies. My husband and I are actually at a cabin and there is a snow blizzard outside, which is so fun. And we're only a couple hours from home. We just wanted to come escape and enjoy some winter weather, and we're both craving something sweet. So these cookies, which I have coined Falon's famous cashew cookies, are super delish. We are talking Toll House cookie delicious. Yes, it's true. How can healthy cookies be so good? I honestly don't even know the answer to that. All I know is that when you combine cashews and chocolate and maybe walnuts, if you like that, and maple syrup and baking soda and salt, it is so, so good. Oh, and vanilla. Okay, so I have all of the ingredients in front of me. What my husband and I like to do is we like to jar the cookie dough and keep it in the refrigerator. And when we get a craving for something sweet, which is usually at night, why does that happen to us all? We just take a scoop and we put it in the oven and we quickly make fresh cookies, however many we want at that time, rather than making a whole batch because they are so scrumptious right out of the oven. And what's also cool is that they taste so good as cookie dough, so you don't even have to bake them if you just enjoy cookie dough. So healthy cookie dough, healthy cookies, not bad for you, delicious. Let's get to it. All you're gonna need is a food processor. I have never tried to make these any other way. I like the food processor because it will literally turn all of my cashews into a super fine powder. You don't want to run it so long that it turns to like a cashew butter, but you want it to be as fine as you can, even if there's a little bit of like a creamy texture to it when you're done pulsing the cashews in the food processor. We're just gonna dump the cashews straight into the food processor. I'm literally watching the snow with the wind blowing it everywhere. It's beautiful. Now we're gonna run this. I might mute this video. We'll have to see. It's getting pretty fine. It's looking a little creamy on the edge, but that's okay. So maybe just pulse it on high, I don't know, a couple minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, so it's pretty fine now, not as fine as I want. I'm gonna run it just a little bit longer. Looking good. Let me show you what it looks like. I'm not in my own kitchen, so I'm still learning where everything is in this cabin. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's pretty fine as it can get with cashews. These cookies are so easy. You just will not believe how easy and how delicious they are. So that was 2 cups of cashews. I didn't say that, did I? Now we're gonna add 1/3 cup of maple syrup, and I'm gonna run it on low as I pour in the maple syrup. You can hear that it's kind of becoming more dough-like, which is good. Now we're gonna run it on high. It needs a little more power. Next, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We just use organic pure vanilla extract. I'm going to put it on low. The machine sounds like it's gonna break. I'm gonna put it on high again. Get that baby mixed. It is already, it It is already smelling so good and so much like cookie dough, as it should. Next, we are going to add sounds in this cabin. I'm not used to them. I hope you can't hear them. Next, we're gonna add half a teaspoon of baking soda. So if you find that it sticks to the side like that, that's totally okay. I'm just gonna scrape it down and then restart it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure why. It's like, maybe it's the altitude. I don't know, could that affect it? I know it affects ovens. We are gonna dump in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. The reason I like to keep everything in here pulsating as I'm working with it is because it's still cutting that cashew and making it really dough-like, which we want since this is cookie dough. And I'm just gonna run it just 30 seconds and then we're ready to add our chocolate chips and our walnuts. At this point, you can take out this guy, which is so great. I mean, literally nothing stuck to it, which is the exact thing that we want to happen. That means the dough is incorporating. I'm going to scrape down all of the sides, get it all formed into a ball. At this point, you can scrape it down and put it into a bowl so you can stir in your chocolate chips and your walnuts if you want walnuts. But since I'm not at home, I don't even know if they have a big bowl for me. Not sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it all in here. We'll just, we'll make it work. That's what we do. This is a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Just gonna go ahead and dump it in here. And I'm going to kind of just smash it in the dough, mix it up as well as I can. I personally recommend mini chocolate chips. If you can find mini dark chocolate chips, these chocolate chips have no added anything in them, like no added sugar, no dairy. I just like that pure cacao, kind of bitter taste with the sweet cookie dough because the maple syrup really makes it very sweet. We are going to go ahead and put in about 1/2 cup of walnuts. It really depends on how chopped your walnuts are. These ones I just barely chopped, so they're still kind of chunky and kind of big, but I like my cookies chunky. Okay, so just go ahead and start mixing. Something I'm learning since I'm not at home is you really want to use a silicone spatula for this dough. Wow, I cannot mix it without it sticking to everything. But we're experimenting in another kitchen. Science. Let me show you what it looks like. It's pretty chunky. If you want to, you can go ahead and do less chocolate chips, less walnuts. You could add a little more salt if you like a touch more of that salty, sweet cookie. Like any good baker, we are going to jar this and put it in the refrigerator. Really wish I had a spatula right about now. A reason why I love these cookies so much is that my husband, who is from the South, who is from Georgia, who likes all things sweet, you know what I'm saying? He loves these cookies and they're not bad for you. Yeah, stay down. You have snow all over you. And we have recently changed our diet quite a bit. I have started eating mostly plant-based the last year. We have tried to limit how much sugar we're eating. I try to have 0 added sugar. I'm not doing it perfectly, but I'm doing it like 98%. Occasionally I'll have a sweet treat. Like on Valentine's Day, he bought me little heart candies and I enjoyed them. And I didn't feel that bad about it. So these cookies definitely fall within our healthy diet. No added sugar, maple syrup's good. It's organic maple syrup. We usually buy our organic maple syrup at Costco and we buy our cashews at Trader Joe's. These are definitely expensive luxury cookies. I have a little bit of cookie dough left over. I'm gonna refrigerate the jars and I'm gonna refrigerate this leftover cookie dough and we are gonna heat the oven to 350. Since we're not making a lot of cookies, I'm just gonna use the mini pan. This is what we do at home at nighttime when we're craving that sweet cookie. We just use our small pan and you just line it with parchment paper so it's just quick and easy, nothing sticks, and it always cooks perfectly. Okay, so now we're just waiting on the oven to heat up. What should we talk about? Just feeling really chill today. Must be the snow falling. My husband is laughing at me right now. I never record around him, and he's literally right here. It's a little embarrassing.
40 more degrees.
She's cold from the snow. It's cookie time! Not for you, Malibu. Okay, so the reason we want to make sure that the dough is chilled is so that it doesn't spread too much in the oven. If it starts out cold, it bakes completely, but it just doesn't immediately start to spread because it's warm already. And I just form it into little balls, as small or big as you like. I'm gonna do just a couple medium size. They're definitely chunky and they're not sticky, which is awesome. Maybe one more. So I made 3. Alrighty. Just gonna add more dough to this. No luxury dough is wasted. Okay, we are going to pop these luxury cookies, healthy cookies, Falon's famous cashew cookies, in the oven. Looking so fine. We're gonna pop them in. I'm at a higher elevation, so I'm just gonna start at 10 minutes and just take a peek. But usually it's 12 to 14 minutes, but I'm gonna start with 10. Let's go. So now is the perfect time to clean up your mess. If you are a clean as you go person, you've already done that. Sometimes I clean as I go, sometimes I clean after, but I always clean. So what would you call that? A messy clean chef? I don't know, Malibu, what do you think?
You beauty pie.
Okay, it's just about been 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes, and now we're gonna check on the cookies. Need probably at least 4 more minutes, so I'm gonna set the timer for 4 more minutes. They are smelling mighty delicious. Delicious, so good. Our cookies are done. They have some nice golden color on them and smell amazing. And the hardest part is waiting for them to cool just a little bit. I don't remove them from the pan ever and put them on like a rack to cool. You are more than welcome to do that. They did take like a couple minutes longer, I would say 16 minutes, but it could have something to do with a different oven or elevation, because I think we're at like 8,000 feet or something crazy. 8,000 feet? 7,000 feet. I know. The snow is really coming down. It's actually crazy right now. If you don't want the chocolate or the walnuts, that's totally fine. You can add whatever you want to it. As long as you do the base of the maple syrup, the cashews, the salt, the baking soda, and vanilla, that is your dough base. And then just throw in peanuts if you want more like of a peanut butter. You could do butterscotch. I mean, sky's the limit. You could even do like dried fruit. I'm sure it'd all be absolutely delicious. But I have not branched out yet because we love these so much. But let me know if you want me to make like a peanut butter version or something, because I think I'm gonna try that. It sounds delicious. So much waiting. Don't even need a spatula. It's perfect. It's perfect. Oh. This is what you call designer cookies. Cashews are not cheap. Okay, which one are you gonna get?
Oh man, I'm so excited about
That one has
these.
more chocolate.
I've been over there stoking the fire and smelling these in the oven for like the past 12 minutes.
What
I
felt
love-
like 30
I love
minutes.
the chocolate chips, but I also love just the dough without the chips. So
Okay, well there's chocolate
I'm
in all of
torn.
them. That one might have less chocolate, but you never know. They could be hiding.
This one looks a little more golden brown than the others. I'm gonna take that one. Look at that.
I know, they turned out perfect. It's gonna be
Look
hot.
just like a chocolate chip cookie.
Well, they are. They're a luxe chocolate chip cookie. How'd they turn out? They're like a little chunkier this time. Like I made them like a little bit more walnuts and more chocolate.
Babe, are you sure you didn't put dairy in these? Butter and
Okay, babe. I know, so good.
you're great cookies, babe.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Definitely recommend. trying these cookies. Incredibly gooey and delicious. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you try this recipe and if you love it or if you hate it. It might not be for everybody, but I think they're for everybody. And if you want me to create another video trying a different one, maybe peanut butter or whatever, let me know. Leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, of course, you can comment and I will get back to you as soon as I get the notification. Be sure to subscribe for more. I will see you on the next video.